The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. They run again on first down. Chubb. And some room to run now. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
I don't care what the game plan was coming in. After these runs,
you're running it, right?
you make sure you keep circling on your play sheet, running plays that are working, and keep patting those big offensive linemen on the back. They're doing a great job.
Goes without saying the defense is going to have to adjust to it.
In a big way, and they've got to figure out, do they have to sell out to stop the run, or can they just do it better than what they've done so far?
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. They'll try the air now with Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. The slot man in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
18.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
They're going to try and throw. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call. So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And an official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
A lack of discipline defensively on fourth down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Okay.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. The pass. On the year following the win in week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
19, 18. 19 light.
They'll drop to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 15-yard line. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Here we go. Check. Buffalo 18. Riggs.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Breaking through to drop him, that's Perrion Winfrey.
And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. On play action, they'll throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Eddie Pinheiro on now.
From the right hash, and this one just a chippy.
This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And they were in field goal range last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. Well, this defense for the Packers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now it's Watson.
And he'll get this one to Cooper complete.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Chubb on the counter. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Watson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Browns are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They'll look to throw here.
He's able to find Melton.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again.
Hauled in on the out route by Melton. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready, set.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 40-yard line. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Let's go now.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check.
Again, it's Jones. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Come 19. Come 19. Cougar 19. Tiger, 19,
out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Completes it to Miller.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. They'll look to throw here on first down. Eluding the pressure right.
Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Catch made by Watson on the out route.
Ready.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2.
Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 18, Pioneer.
Back to throw again. Flushed out right. This will be caught at about the 5.
And the Packers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Ready. Check, Panther.
Jones is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
One back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal.
70 Timberwolf. Let's go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got it. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
Christian Watson, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Packers have regained the lead.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
This one fielded at the 5.
The Browns drive about to get started.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Second and 11.
And some room to work. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
Here's Watson. This is intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd in a couple.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Running right, Jones. And some space here. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
54 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6.
Pass the 60, pass the 60.
They go play action here on first down. A quick throw, but incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Romeo Doubs,
his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Watson now to throw.
He's going to drop this one down for Chubb.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Watson. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Everyone's eyes go to him when he nears the end zone, and that includes the coverage, who took away the easy throwing lanes and forced a high throw.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Watson. And this is caught on the sideline, and he gets out of bounds as well. How about that? A gain of 28 yards there, and give him a first down. A big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
The final shot before the break, Watson. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That goes for a gain of 31.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. 2nd and 9 now. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Hot 70.
Now a play fake here on first down.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Browns will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard.
He's got him in. Complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 35.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to green light that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
The 71 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And again, it's Chubb. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off of play action, it's Watson. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Here's Watson. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that'll make this an 8-point game.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this 2nd half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Let's go now.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the 2nd half. Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. Third quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. And he's got room.
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
That's a good effort there after the catch. He looked the ball in and then tried to get it to the goal line. What a nice tackle to get him down. But they're set up well now. 1st and goal at the 1.
Let's go.
Now Jones. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. One back in the game. That's Jones. 2nd and goal.
Cowboy 80. Ready.
They'll look to throw here. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give him a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. Then finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
And this a very, very short kick.
And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Browns drive about to get started.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. 2nd down, here's Chubb again.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll try the air now with Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Faking the give. Now Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now it's Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 14. From the red zone now, Watson. He's into the secondary. Touchdown, Browns. Amari Cooper, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Browns are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. This time, the extra point up and good, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Tiger, 19 Tiger. Press all 80.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
67 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
An inside give to Jones. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On play action, they'll throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt, and now a chance to tie the game on this possession.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
And that's a much-needed 1st down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, it's Watson. And this one is incomplete. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
Now Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
So part one of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for two.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the fourth. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
60 Eagles. 1918. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Hawk 70.
Up the middle, Jones. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Let's go now.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
60 Bison. 60 Bison.
They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
2nd and 5.
Unlock line. Unlock line. Go.
A give to Jones. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he slings one that's incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Let's go.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
He's able to find Melton. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Now back to throw.
He's got the 1st down and more.
And it's a Packers touchdown.
Aaron Jones.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Packers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
Pulls it in at the 13.
The Browns drive about to get started.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
They go with Chubb on second down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
To throw, Watson.
This is the tight end, Njoku. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's Watson.
That's caught inside the 20. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Watson to throw.
And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
The York on now for the extra point.
And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Okay, ready?
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers, 18 Ramblers, 18 Ramblers. Ready?
He'll drop to throw.
Watson making the catch, finding room at midfield.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Ready, ready. Cowboy 80.
They go play action here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Ready up. Cougar 19.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation.
Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Can you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Pulls it in at the 13. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
One last throw here for Watson.
Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Packers, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Minnesota Vikings come to town. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams.